Okay, hello and welcome to this channel. I don't record video very often, uh, but just to get to the point real quick, I'm going to make mistakes, so don't be mad about it. Just share your feedback, I'll work on it. And then here's something that I wanted to walk you guys through real quick. So if you follow Dhruv Rathee, he has started a new startup, which is this app or this um, Fiesta, AI Fiesta. And so if you saw the video, what was told to us is that this would basically provide all the premium version of these AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, GROK, and so on. I have disabled a couple of them. I think in total we have two more. Gemini 2.5 Pro, and then DeepSeek. That I don't think DeepSeek has the paid version. It's just a free version that's available, but it's included just for your convenience. Okay, so I did bought the paid version. As you can see over here, I have a subscription which I have canceled because I have some worries, major worries about this tool in general, right? Now, one of the very first thing that I'm going to tell you guys is that, as you know, this is supposed to provide us with the latest version of each of these AI tools. But based on my understanding, and if I'm doing something wrong, just let me know. But based on my usage of these tools, it doesn't seem like it provides the latest version. I'll show you an example real quick. This one shows ChatGPT 5. I'm going to slow down my voice a bit because speaking in high pitch, I do that when I'm a little nervous, which I am. So let's ask the ChatGPT first. I have 3 points at the top of my head which I want to discuss real quick. It's not going to be too in-depth. If there's anything specific that you want me to explore, just so that you don't have to pay and you can ask me to kind of do that on your behalf, I'm more than happy to do that. But I'm going to show you something real quick. So this shows over here at the top left, it shows ChatGPT 5, right? Now, if I ask ChatGPT which ChatGPT version am I interacting with, and send, you see over here, it says ChatGPT 5, but if you see the prompt, you're currently chatting with a ChatGPT experience based on ChatGPT 4. What's the latest information you have, or for which date/year? My knowledge is current to June 2024. This means I can give you reliable information up to that point, but I don't have awareness of events or development after June 2024. Now, this is important because if I ask, what's the news from yesterday? And I'm going to give it the date also, which is 17th August 2025, right? I send it, and it cannot provide you that information. I don't have the ability to access or know real-time information like news from 17th August 2025, since my knowledge goes up to June 2024. Now, I went to their community, and there's so much negative response over there, and people feel like they're cheated, and because this came from a credible person. So I think what people did is they trusted Dhruv Rathee for his words, and I'm not saying that this is a deliberate thing. Maybe it's just something that they need to tackle. I'm not gonna, do any accusation. I'm just telling you how it is right now at this moment, right? One of the things that they said on their community is, and hope I can show you. Yeah, okay. How are you guys, by the way? I hope okay. Okay. Oh, that's something I also wanted to show. This video is going to be a little bit longer, and I hope you guys are okay with that. So I'm gonna make my cell a little smaller just so you guys can see clearly. I apologize if I didn't notice that before. So look at this one. And you can just pause and go through all of them. I'm not trying to manipulate anything. I'm just trying to show you what I have in mind just so that I don't stress this video more than it should be. So I'm also attaching a screenshot of our current usage of GPT-5 for those who question about the AI model version we are using, right? And over here also it says, as mentioned in the video, we are using premium version of all AI models, GPT-5, GROK 4, Claude, Gemini, etc. Directly integrated with these models and not using any open source solution. And over here they showed the screenshot. But, and this is coming from Dhruv Rathee, I just saw it. So if it does raise question on his credibility that this should, if it's not deliberate, this should have been tested well, thorough, should have been checked thoroughly, and they should have did maybe a beta version or something to maybe test properly before they should have released it to public, right? Now, that's one thing. Let's go back to over here, right? One of the things that they said, I'm sorry, I need to go back. So here, this is interesting. Occasionally, when you ask the model themselves about their architecture or version, they may give outdated or inconsistent answer. This is a quirk of how the providers have configured their system, and it does not change the fact that our platform is always integrated with the newest version available from them. This is little questionable because I've tried, I think about 3 times by now, and all the 3 times it gave me the same information that this is not ChatGPT 5, it's ChatGPT 4 based on the earlier version ChatGPT 3.5. Now, just to test whether this is correct or not, I went to ChatGPT before also and asked the same question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to our ChatGPT and I'm going to just copy paste just so that you guys don't think I'm making any changes or trying to, give any other command to the ChatGPT itself. Yeah, simple answer. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at this screen because I have a dual monitor setup. So that's where my recording software is. So as you see here, you're interacting with ChatGPT 5, the latest ChatGPT model. Now, if I check the other question also, see, it can search the web. And you're chatting with ChatGPT 5, the most recent version of OpenAI ChatGPT series released on 7th August 2025. The knowledge cutoff for main ChatGPT 5 model is approximately September 30th, 2024 versus over here where it says June 2024. Now, I'm gonna tell you one of the drawback or maybe something that they have to integrate. If I have to ask the same question over here, right, I can put it and it will use the search mode that it has, right? Search, you saw what it did. So to show you real quick, over here, once you click, you have these different options: study and learn, think longer, deep search, and it also has the web search option. On auto, it kind of uses these functions automatically. So if when I ask what's the news from yesterday, 17th August, it gives these news. So there was a press conference I don't know how you guys felt about it, but there was a press conference yesterday by the Election Commission, and then there was also, yeah, this is also the updated news. Zelensky and European leaders to press Trump on security guarantees. Um, this also seems like the latest news, right? And it will give you all the latest news, which this cannot. So two things is possible. Either this is not the latest version of the chat GPT, right? It does say it's GPT-4. They say that the tool says that, but then if you ask the tool itself, it gives you a very clear-cut answer. And you guys can also do test that, right? I'm not saying you trust me blindly. Don't trust anything I say blindly. I try to do my fact check and do a thorough check whenever I can. But I want you guys also to do that on your end. And if you find any errors, just let me know, right? So that's the drawback. So either this is an outdated, which that's how it seems like to me, that it's outdated. The second possibility is because it's not able to utilize these modes, study and learn, think longer, deep search, and web search, it cannot provide you with the latest information, like the latest news. It's a very limited test I have done so far, because today itself I have purchased the premium version. I'm gonna try this, which I have not tried so far. I'm gonna try that with the, well, I think I did try. It gives you a very quirky answer for some reason. I'm gonna ask the same thing here, right? Let's go back. Which GROK version am I interacting with? So this is strange. It doesn't, and I've tried this before also. It doesn't tell you, and I don't know how it's set up. What kind of maybe it's set up in a to give a humorous response, and I cannot find the option how to change that to maybe more professional than this casual response, right? Okay, I want to know which GROK version am I interacting with. Is it GROK 4? It's like it signed that NDA somehow, and so it cannot, it is just refrains from providing that information. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of yesterday's press conference, if you guys know what I mean. If not, then just forget it. Right, and I'm going to test with this is something I have not done before, so I'm going to test with the tool itself. I've tried that with ChatGPT, but I did not try with this. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, so this does not provide that information, but you can manually select here which version that you want to interact with. So if I try this, let me see if that works or not. Okay, so that does work. So there's a possibility that it's already selected on auto mode. So that's why it doesn't tell, because when we tried in the auto mode, okay, now it does say you're interacting with me, GROK 3 built by XAI, right? In auto. So, but over here also you can select these different modes: auto, fast, expert, and then you can also, I think, customize the behavior. And I think that's what they have done over here, and we don't have the option to change it. So that's another limitation that I see from all these tools that they claim to be premium, which it doesn't. I'm gonna try one more. see if I, because I don't have experience with Perplexity or Claude, but I did try the Gemini before. See if that can do something. Okay, with a Gemini version of my internet with. So that's Gemini. Gemini version. So they claim to be, for it to be 2.5 Pro. So based on my usage with the AI Fiesta, none of these models tell you exactly which ones they're using, and I'm not sure. Again, as I said, with ChatGPT, it does seem like it's not the up-to-date version. That's a clear-cut answer I can conclude, unless maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I have missed something. In that case, you guys just let me know, right? So that's my overall experience so far, right? So GROK doesn't tell you which version. There's also limitation, in selecting the different personas or different modes that we can do in the tool itself, like the ChatGPT or GROK, or I don't know if Gemini also provides that option. So it has deep research and guided learning. So we cannot use these features or toggle between these features in this AI Fiesta. Another thing that I want to highlight is, which Dhruv did not mention in his video, this is not unlimited. So if I show you here, I don't want to refresh this page because it will show my information, and I don't want to go through the whole blurring process. It's been a while I've edited videos, so I don't want to do that. But just so you guys know, you do not get unlimited usage of this tool, right? It's you get 4 lakh tokens, and if you are someone who generate images, based on what I have seen, it takes thousands of tokens to generate images. So if you're someone who generate images very frequently, in that case you might face the limitation. I think if you're just using chat tool, right, and if you're not, I mean, you might not need to use all these tools at once, because if you ask, for example, if you have all of these on, right, then it will consume more token. But if you know that, all right, for this specific thing, I can just use ChatGPT, and if you're just using ChatGPT, then it's going to consume less token. But that's something I want to point out to you guys, that this is not unlimited. There's a 4 lakh tokens assigned. I think that kind of renews per month. One more thing, how long is this video going? I hope you guys don't mind the long form videos. Okay, anyway, it's about 20 minutes. I'm gonna take just few more minutes of yours just to walk you through the community page. This is a community page, and I'm not able to create the post for some reason. Maybe they have blocked it, or I'm not sure what happened. But there's a lot of negative feedback in here, right? So for example, this, This is unfair and you're earning the money illegally by lying to people. You mentioned clearly that your app supports the ChatGPT 5 version, but the fact is it supports more than a year-old model, i.e. ChatGPT 3.5 and 4. The amount needs to be refunded. To be very honest, I also want my amount back because I don't see a streamlined usage to this particular tool. I can get same or better usage from these tools individually because, and again, I'm someone who uses the tool from quite some time, so I know which AI tool can provide what kind of information. So if you're someone who knows that already, then this might not be a good tool for you. It has limitations that I cannot work with, right? I did not find a single, I mean, I'm going to go through it once again, but I did not find a single positive review for this app or this tool so far. Over here, a single high eats 280 tokens. The 400k limit finishes fast, and you can't even upload files. Feels more like restriction disguised as premium. Please refund this back to my card. Dhruv, I really respect you and appreciate the startup, but it's really not useful. And you can read these comments after pausing. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Agree, hashtag refund. Useful, but I found two issues. Again, you can read this. Token allowance is too low. Please refund. So yeah, a lot of people trusted Dhruv Rathee's name and they went for it without doing their due diligence. And I'm not gonna lie, that includes me also because I was aware of this kind of tool. This is not a new concept, by the way. I think there's one of the two that I can remember from at the top of my head is Sidebar, if I remember the name correctly. Um, Maybe not. Right. So I don't know. There's this tool, but this is not a new concept. There's a lot of tool available that provides kind of the premium version of all these different tools. So yeah, but overall, my review or my uh, first impression about this tool is very negative. I don't think if they continue with the same approach, I'll be subscribing again, or I'll be buying the premium model again. I'm just gonna scroll through this just so that you guys can pause and just read these whenever if you want to. Right, but yeah, it's not positive. It's not something that is usable for me. Maybe if you are very new to AI and if you want to kind of explore what kind of AI generates what kind of response, that gives you a good insight on which AI you can use for which tool. Because not every AI, different AI works in slightly different ways and they're useful in different situations. So if you know which tool to use, then you can use the tool itself. Depends on your usage again, but this tool, not a good experience so far. I hope they improve on it. It's already a 23 minutes video, so I'm gonna stop right there. If I made any mistake, again, don't yell at me. Please let me know your feedback in a civil manner. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. This is a new channel. I hope that you support if you liked it and you take care of yourself.